Hi, I'm Kendra. I'm a Métis athlete from Saskatoon. I am in my second year of engineering as well as my second year on the U of S track and field team.
Alright, hey, my name is Brett LaChance. I'm from Big River First Nation, but I grew up in Meath Park, Saskatchewan, just outside of Prince Albert. I'm currently in my second year of studies in education. I'm also a second year shot putter for the University of Saskatchewan Huskies. Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
The first exercise is crossing arms. You cross your arms at shoulder height across your chest. You're doing about 20 repetitions. The second exercise is half squats. You can do between 10 and 20 half squats. Pretend that you're sitting on a bench behind you. Possibly you can use dumbbells or a medicine ball as you do this activity. You can add hand variations so you're reaching above your head. These are called up and down arms. What you're going to do is you're going to reach one arm up and one arm down at the same time. You switch in between. Think of picking something off a tree as you pick something off the ground. Try to keep your feet square in front of you and try to stretch out your back. The next exercise is high knees. You can see Brett is marching high knees. Kendra is running high knees. You basically want to do about 50 to 100 reps, each leg being one. Keep your head in a neutral position. Keep your arms in a running motion. The next exercise are shoulder rotations. You're going to rotate your shoulders backwards 10 times, then forwards 10 times. Try to be relaxed through your shoulders and get a full range of motion as you do the 20 reps. This is called skater stroke. What you're going to do is you're going to lift your leg backward at an angle, pretending to do a skating motion. You try to keep your chest upward, try to have your opposite arm to your opposite leg, and you think of doing a mini squat with your front leg and a leg extension with your back leg. It very much utilizes your quad and your glute. You're going to do arm circles. You're going to do 20 reps. You're going to rotate 10 forwards, like the butterfly stroke in swimming. Then you're going to repeat 10 backwards. The key thing is you don't want to do this super fast. You want to be able to open up your chest, keeping breathing in a nice rhythm, and keeping your head in a neutral position.
Alright, let's go.
The next exercise Kendra and Brett are doing are bum kickers. You're looking at 50 to 100 reps. You're either going to march like Brett is or run like Kendra is, kicking your butt with your heels. Remember to keep your head in a neutral position. Remember to use your arms. Your opposite arm should go up with the opposite leg, and you try to get into a rhythm as you do the bum kickers. These are hip circles. You're going to do 20 rotations in total, 10 rotations one way, 10 rotations in the other direction. Remember to square off your feet, have your feet pointed directly in front of you. Try to rotate through the whole entire hip. Once you've gone 10 in one direction, repeat 10 in the other direction.
Ready?
Yep.
Now Kendra and Brett are doing push-ups. You do 10 to 20 push-ups. You can do regular push-ups, just like they're doing right now, or you can change and you can do adapted push-ups, whichever is the best suited for your strength. Kendra and Brett are now doing jumping jacks. Do 10 to 50 jumping jacks. Do it at a good pace. Don't go too quickly. Try to reach to the top of your reach. Try to stay on the balls of your feet. Now for this exercise, you have some variations. You can do crunchies like Kendra is doing. You can do reverse abs like Brett is doing, or you can do sit-ups. You should be doing 10 to 20. You're concentrating on contracting your abs as you're doing the exercise. So this is straight leg lift. You do 20 reps. You're gonna bring your leg straight up as basically to waist level. You can switch to other legs. Kendra is doing a harder version with her hands above the head. Brett's doing his version with his hands on his hips.
Alright, let's curl.
Brett and Kendra are now doing bicep curls. You do 10 to 20. You could possibly do it with dumbbells or medicine ball. Brett's doing the regular fashion, and Kendra is doing the bicep curls in a hammer position. So Kendra and Brett are doing stride switches. You do 20 to 50 reps. It's like cross-country skiing on the spot. Kendra is doing a very dynamic movement. Brett is doing an adapted version. Kendra and Brett are doing lateral leg lifts. You do 10 to 20 reps. Lift your legs straight to the side. You switch to each leg. Try to have a lot of control with the movement. Keep your toe pointed directly forward. The athletes are doing front deltoid lifts, 10 to 20 reps. You can see Kendra is doing a continuous lift motion. Brett is lifting individually. The athletes are now doing high knee running. You're looking at doing 50 to 100 reps, march or run as you bring your knees to about thigh height. You can see Brett is doing a marching version and Kendra is doing a running version. Nice, guys. Kendra and Brett are doing side delt lifts. Looking at doing 20 reps. Concentrate on keeping your thumbs down. Lift the barbell to about shoulder height, but not above the shoulder. Next exercise Kendra and Brett are doing are bum kickers. You're looking at 50 to 100 reps. You're either going to march like Brett is or run like Kendra is, kicking your butt with your heels. Now for this exercise, you have some variations. You can do crunchies like Kendra is doing. You can do reverse abs like Brett is doing, or you can do sit-ups. So we have Kendra and Brett doing crossover punches. You do 30 to 50 reps. Punch across your body. As you punch forward, you can see Brett is using a light weight and Kendra is doing the punches with no weight. Now Brett and Kendra are doing the full squat with the dumbbell extension above their head. So now we have the athletes doing rhomboid pullbacks. You can see Brett is doing a version that's slightly different than Kendra. The key thing is to have your back straight. Okay, we got Brett and Kendra doing front support leg lifts. You do 10 to 20. In a push-up position, bring one knee towards your chest, then move back and straight. Then lift that leg to the ceiling with a completely straight leg, keeping the toe pointed downwards. Try not to get your butt in the air. Try to keep in a front support position. So Kendra and Brett are doing stride switches. You do 20 to 50 reps. It's like cross-country skiing on the spot. Kendra is doing a very dynamic movement. Brett is doing an adapted version. You have Kendra and Brett doing knee drive to their chest and then touch back. Position, bring one knee up to the chest and then touch it back on the ground. Do that with one leg and then repeat with the other leg. These are alternate Superman lifts. You're doing 10 to 20. Basically, you're trying to lift your opposite arm and your opposite leg. You can see there's two variations that we're showing. The second variation has your knee on the ground. You can also do a third variation where you're laying completely on the ground. This is a version you do on the ground, lifting your opposite arm and your opposite leg. So these are judo push-ups. Try to do 5 to 10 reps. In a push-up position, you're going to do a downward dog, then a stretch to a cobra position. These take a lot of strength. So the last exercise is burpees. You can see Kendra is doing the full version of the burpee. Brett is doing an adapted version of the burpee without a push-up and without a jump.